Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. Monday Night Primetime is underway. Dylan Laube on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. And leading them out, you and I have both covered this guy, Brock, a veteran drafted back in 2013, coming off a career high in passing yards last season. It's Geno Smith.
Not been a whole lot of careers quite like Geno's. The miraculous second act of his career in 2022 is now old news. And I think it's because of a stubbornness, a stick-to-itiveness, and a competitiveness that few have.
Smith start with a throw here. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Now first carry here for Ashton Genty. Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
It's a nickel set for the Cowboys on this 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Finds him over the middle. Looks great initially, but he is short on that 1st down marker. They rallied to him in time to force the 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they're brought out by a quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL Draft, it's Dak Prescott.
I don't think I'm alone in this, Kate. To me, Dak is one of the easiest players to root for their success in the NFL. I think for me and for many others, it's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. But his leadership, his stats, his ability to play like an MVP in big moments, at his best, he really is all you could ever ask for.
That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Play action, Prescott. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
For a Cowboys 1st down. 24-yard gain on the play. And a Cowboy 1st down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Prescott now off the play fake. Dump off to his fullback. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 6. And the Cowboys 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. 1st down, here's Dak. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. There's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Lamb has another one. He's close, but he is stout before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Kickoff for the Cowboys.
Here's White on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. 2nd drive coming up for the Las Vegas offense. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. First play is going to be again to Genty. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Back to Genty. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that 2nd down run.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. They'll air it out on 3rd. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders pull ahead 6-3 in the 1st. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders take a 4-point lead.
Raiders 7, Cowboys 3.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Back out come the Cowboys for their second drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Dak now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Prescott on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And this is taken ahead to the 42. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Over to the right side is caught by Ferguson. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
A gain of 7. First down, Dallas.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Handoff goes to Williams, running right. Breaks the tackle, he's got space ahead. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Back to throw, here's Dak. Catch made. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the gun is Prescott. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And he's taken down at the 30. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Cowboys first down. A gain of 15. First down, Cowboys.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, a carry by Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Prescott here from the gun. This ball is caught by Tolbert. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Needing 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Here's Dak. He's running for it. We'll have the first down and even more. And they stop him just in time. He's at the 4. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
Cowboys first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field, and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First and goal, they're going option. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Dak to the air here. That one connects. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Just 3 yards between them and a touchdown. It's third and goal. Here's Prescott. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Going for it, it's Williams. And he gets in, touchdown! The Cowboys pulled a slim 2-point lead early. Javonte Williams, the touchdown! So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on fourth and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys push their lead to 3.
Raiders 7.
Why?
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Laube with the return. This makes it up to the 25. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. It is caught left side. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
This is Jensen on second. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Throwing on 3rd, Smith. That's taken in by Tucker. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
A.J. Cole on the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. Fields this at the 19. And the end of that return, Brock, also brings us to the end of our first quarter. And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Scoreboard shows 10-7. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They got this after forcing a punt at the end of one. Finds him over the middle, and he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Straight ahead with Williams. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
And the Cowboys first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First and 10, Prescott. Throw secured by George Pickett. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders' side of the field.
It's a gain of 9.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Give to Williams from the gun. And he takes it down to the 33. Well, we're going to pause here, and for good reason. One of the Raiders was injured on that play and is being tended to. Ball at the 33 for first down. They stay on the ground with Williams. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Now here's Prescott. Into the hands of Lamb over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Now Dak to throw. That's caught for the first. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
That's another Cowboys first down.
Why is
a
it?
gain of 14. And a Cowboy first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they were ready for this one. No running room at all. He's taken down behind the line.
When you get that jet sweep to the outside, you have to. You have to get vertical. There is just too much team speed in today's NFL if you don't go north and south.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Prescott. That's Pickens with a catch outright. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Nickel set here from the Raiders. 3rd down. Dak now from the gun. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's 4th down now.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. Pretty easy kick here, Brock. Just 22 yards. Aubrey puts it through. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Laube with the return. Good work so far. He's got room. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Smith. That's complete to the back. Ashton Genty. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. They're on the stop. That's rookie out of Boston College, Donovan Ezeroku.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
That finds Besh, complete. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
And the Raider 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Genty. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. 6 yards from there. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. White will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Short of the goal line.
All I can really say about that one, Kate, at least he managed to make it out of the end zone. Now staring at a third down at your own one. Yikes.
Defense made the stand last time. Do they have another one in them here on 3rd and goal? They're going to run it with Genti. And he hauls it across for the Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders tie and can take the lead here in the second. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they'll take the lead.
Raiders 14, Cowboys 13.
Why is it turning out to be so much harder for this team now? Is it purely down to that?
Carlson all set now for the kickoff.
For Las Vegas.
Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. That's completed right side. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And we'll have a 4-yard gain on that one. He's taken down at the 44.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Back to throw. Here's Dan. Down the field. He's got Lamb. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. A handoff for Williams, running left. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him add in a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
From the gun is Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Raiders with an extra DB out there. 3rd down. I'll air it out on third. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
A gain of 24 yards. That's another Cowboys first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Going jumbo set on this first and goal. It's a design boot. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys get some late points and the lead. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys push their lead to 6.
20, Raiders 14.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Kickoff for the Cowboys.
Laube with the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's first and 10. From the gun, Smith. And he's not going to escape this. The Cowboys take him down. And after one play of this drive, might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
These defensive backs today, Kate, I am telling you, they're some of the world's greatest athletes. Not only do they have to cover elite speed, not only do they have to have ball awareness and go get it, they're asked now in today's game to get home and blitz and bring quarterbacks down. That is an outstanding play from the secondary.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Thornton in motion right. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Smith to throw. It's 3rd and 1. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Shotgun snap to Smith. Finds the in route complete. And the hitter on shortly after that football did, but he hangs on for a gain down to the enemy 44. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he's going to have this one down to the 20. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That's another Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Steps up, and he's running with it. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
10 more yards.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. And they're going to get up to it and spike it. That's going to stop the clock. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Smith in the pistol. Cowboys closing in, and they get to him. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
Hey, no matter what the call was offensively, the key to the success defensively right there was that blitz. With their initial push, able to generate so much pressure and get the sack before he could find any outlet.
Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. So now on 4th down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. This is going to be a 32-yarder from the left hash. Carlson's kick is good. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You could take all the time down, put points on the board, maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
Why is it turning out to be so much harder for this team now? Is it purely down to batting, or is it down to tactics? Is it down to selection? You know, we bring in the issue of dropping a specialist batter, and the result hasn't gone your way. Washington Sundar looked good, but you went a batter light in this test.
Looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. So a field goal game at the half. A good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime report. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Turpin with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Dallas with its offense headed out for our first possession of the half. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
First call here coming from the shotgun. First down, here's Dak. Completed over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. A run with Williams. He dodged the tackle. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Cowboys first down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Cowboys.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Prescott here from the gun. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Prescott takes off with it. And keeping the zone read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards too. Well, I don't expect that loss to keep them from utilizing the option at all moving forward, Brock, but I do expect it to keep them from leaning on it too heavily.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there. It's too valuable a piece of their game plan. You want to make that defense defend it, but they did it a whole lot better that time.
Prescott now on 3rd down. It's on target to Williams. And this gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
On the handoff, this is Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys grow the lead coming out of halftime. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. His 3rd total score this game.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air, now 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's just been a difference maker.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game.
27, Raiders 17.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Laube with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Smith to the air now. Finds Genty underneath. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Touching. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Now Smith. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. To the air on 3rd and long. That's Lockett. He brings it in. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Smith on 1st down. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Smith. Going left side, Bowers has it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. Man in motion here. Throwing on 3rd, Smith. It is caught left side. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's good for a Raiders 1st.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Shotgun give here to Genty. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
They go play action. Here's Smith. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Throwing for the back of the end zone. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
So now on 4th down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. He was money on his first field goal, Brock. His second coming a little inside of 50 yards. Carlson's kick is good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Turpin with a return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Dak to the air here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. The first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He'd been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball, and they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
Has him on the quick hitter, and he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Third and long, they're going to throw. Oh, he's going to run for it. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. An excellent game, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
First down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Dallas.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Up the gut they go with Williams. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's a middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the gun is Prescott. Fits it through the middle. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Cowboys.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Going left side, Williams with it. He's got it in the red zone. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Now we get to that good old-fashioned situational football. In my eyes, Kate, all over this defense. How can you now respond after giving up such a long run?
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. In the red zone on 1st. Oh, he's got it in close. And in for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a 13-point lead. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14.
Raiders 20.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
Here's White on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Raiders have their offense back out there. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Genty. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. Now, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. From the gun, Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with the tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Cowboys bringing out an extra defensive back on 3rd. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. That's caught by Williams. And he'll get this up to the 33-yard line. Devin White hauls him down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. They'll air it out on 3rd. He's got it, complete to Pickett. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. And a Cowboy first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's another Cowboys first down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
going to the ground again on first. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
First and 10 at the 20.
Oh, that's such a good feeling as a quarterback on an RPO, and you get to hand it, and you get to watch him take off. You know if you take advantage in the RPO game of a run like that, it only makes the pass that much better.
Escapes the pocket. Again, he's got room. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
A gain of 21 more yards. And the Cowboys first down.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground.
It was just a couple years ago where we saw those running backs get to the market and not get their money. Well, a performance like this is how you get paid. You show you could do it in a multitude of ways. Catch one for a touchdown through the air and pound 3 of them on the ground for 6.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys stretch their lead to 21.
Raiders 20.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Laube with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10. Smith back to throw. Getting out to his left. He tucks it and takes off.
Smith on the scramble. A gain of...
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Raiders football, but really just counting down the moments at this point. This game's gotten out of hand. Just a yard left to go on second down. Out of the gun, here's Smith. He calls his own number again. And Smith wisely slides down safely with enough to move those chains.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Shotgun snap to Smith. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10.
Motion, motion, motion. You got motion, man. You got motion.
Smith has Has it in close. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Smith on 3rd and short. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. He's running for it. And Smith wisely slides down safely with enough to move those chains.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
They're set up at the 35 now. First down, Smith to throw. Couldn't get the screen set up properly. Brock pass incomplete, and they're going to hope for better results now on 2nd down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Smith to the air now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
College Football Hall of Famer, player of the year, graduated, still on staff now as a QB.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Third and long for him here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series, and don't put the ball in harm's way.
4th and forever coming up. Now Smith. Taking a chance to the end zone. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They go with Williams on the counter. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, 2nd down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. They stay on the ground with Williams. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone could finally get to him.
Straight ahead with Williams. And this hasn't been a common sign out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
back to throw. Keeps this one down here for Williams. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Nickel set here from the Raiders, 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. That's Ferguson, he brings it in. Tackle made at the 10, 1st and goal coming up.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. And the Cowboys, 1st down. It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
All set now, 1st and 10. Now it's Williams. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Right on the doorstep now. Here's 1st and goal. Up the middle, Blue. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
They'll look to run with Williams. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys put up even more points in a win. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys continue piling on to this lead.
Raiders 20.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Kickoff for the Cowboys.
Laube with the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Smith in the pistol. Now he takes it, and he gives himself up after a short gain.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Giving this to Genty. Keeps away from one. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Looking to throw, Smith. Brought in by his back here, it's Genty. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Smith on first down. And he's not going to escape this. The Cowboys take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback,
Walker Harris and Makai Wall on the receiving end for the score.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Smith setting the throw. Hits his running back. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they're left with 4th and short.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
This is Genty. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs.
That's simply a bet being made that not only is your call or scheme better, but that your players just want it more than the big fellas on defense do. And clearly on that one, they did.
On first down, here's Smith. Out left, and Lockett makes the grab. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Throwing is Smith. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that makes it 3rd down. Steadily keeping him involved in their passing game, Brock, but that throw, now, didn't work out the way his earlier targets had.
It kind of felt like, you could see that from the booth, this defense was sick and tired of this running back catching the ball. A whole lot more active in their coverage, and somebody was ready to finally separate the football when it arrived.
This one misses the tight end. 4th down coming up.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Again, it's Smith to the air. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
A 50% hit rate on 4th down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate, and that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. They're going to win this game, but with touchdowns on 3 straight drives, Brock, they're probably going to want to keep that streak going. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Williams to start the drive. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
They got out ahead of that one, and good thing, too. That effort, right? Just that pursuit, that want-to, may have prevented the big play, and instead, well, they nearly got him for a tackle for loss.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Dak to the air here. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down. Well, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play. Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down. It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the gun, Smith has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Receiver in motion, going left. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Raiders hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Smith. Trying to push deep downfield. He's got it inside the 10. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Here's Genty. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Gets it again. And this is stopped behind the line as well.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Third and goal. The offense hoping something can finally go right here. Smith back to throw. Caught just shy of the goal line. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
They've got to go for it in this spot, Brock. This is 4th down. Shotgun snap to Smith. Escapes out to the left. The Raiders making the scoreboard look a touch better. Geno Smith with a touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Carlson now to add one more. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21.
Raiders 27.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff.
For Las Vegas.
And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here.
35-yard line.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Give to Williams from the gun. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know.